I'm getting the mic. Ain't no delays or nothing like that. We on time with it.
That attention that you seeking gon' get you whacked. I trained in the trenches, y'all niggas be off track. Matter of fact, they not built for the combat. Niggas whack, they raps, they be all cap. That attention that you seeking gon' get you whacked. I trained in the trenches, y'all niggas be off track. Matter of fact, they not built for the combat. Niggas whack, they raps, they be all cap. Even though they hate, I know they still feel me. My mental and my aura be on some other shit. I don't respond to that sucker shit, nah. Cause them corny niggas gon' realize who they fucking with, In the jungle, everybody play their part like they supposed to be. That's why I play it safe and don't let no one come close to me. All that tough talk don't really mean shit to me. Y'all really don't know my history. I was cutting up grams the same plate I ate off. I was focused on that paper like I was made off. I penetrated the block, you won't believe how I came off. Ballin' off the baseline, nigga. That attention that you seeking gon' get you whacked. I trained in the trenches, y'all niggas be off track. Matter of fact, they not built for the combat.
No.
Niggas whack, they raps, they be all cap. That attention that you seeking gon' get you whacked. I trained in the trenches, y'all niggas be off track.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they not built for the combat. Niggas whack, they raps, they be all cap.
Catch me lower city, end to end. Been out the trenches, a decorated veteran. Rap bodies, I got 10 of them. I'm immolated and respected by many men. I train in combat like it's a sport. Then talk about it on the war report. Who really want it? My team can really hold the court. Lock it down, roll the blunt, go back and hold the fort. Roast the pheasants, bottle of the old port. Salute the soldiers from the new to the old York. This a little something for your backpack. You should put this on when you off track.
That attention that you seeking gon' get you whacked. I trained in the trenches, y'all niggas be off track. Matter of fact, they not built for the combat. Niggas whack, they raps, they be all cap. That attention that you seeking gon' get you whacked. I trained in the trenches, y'all niggas be off track. Matter of fact, they not built for the combat. Niggas whack, they raps, they be all cap. It probably sound like I'm talking about you, but if the shoe fits, you might as well lace them up too. If it don't apply, nigga, let it fly. And when I start cutting up, the wounds gon' burn like iodine, nigga. I ain't lying, shit. I've been grown since 12, I've been ahead of my time. My rap sheet is longer than niggas' rap sheets. The catalog can't even compare to mine. I'm a warrior at heart with a Spartan mind. And you can't box me out, how you think you could spar with mine? I penetrated the block, you won't believe how I came off. Ballin' off the baseline, nigga. That attention that you seeking gon' get you whacked. I trained in the trenches, y'all niggas be off track. Matter of fact, they not built for the combat. Niggas whack, they raps, they be all cap.
I know what it is. Maybe you gonna see the all filler. Back for another one. Welcome back. This is Wake and Bake Boxing. Salute to the usual suspects. It is the usual suspect ting. You know, dig link is in the description. usualsuspect6.com, where we are featuring right on the front page. Go check out Stay Ready Boxing TV's exclusive interview with Shakur Stevenson. You're gonna dig right on the front page of usualsuspect6.com. Also, Shop Usual. Y'all know what it is. Shop Usual, yes indeed. You see I got my drip on, you know what I mean? My Honeywoods Ack Reacher tee. You in the dig? The Ack Woods tee. Only available till September. You know what I mean? Once again, y'all got 5 different flavors to choose from. Link is in the description. Shop usualsuspect6.com. You know what I mean? And of course, as you can see, you know what I mean, up on the screen, we got thepunchjunkie.com loaded up as per usual. You know, dig, get all your boxing news updates
24/7 updates. You know what I mean? All in one place. punchjunkie.com. You in the dig? And make sure you shift over to the Punch Junkie Network as well. You know what I mean? Where you will be eligible to vote for this quarter's pound for pound. Yo, brothers and sisters, this is coming up quick because we are now touching into August, y'all. We are now touching into August, and the next quarter starts in September. You know what I mean? So, all my brothers and sisters, the usual suspect 6, we need to get this ball rolling because the time is upon us. We need to get our pound for pound votes in the dig, and we got 2 new divisions that we doing, and I don't know if we even settled what we doing next. Shout out to everybody that's falling on in. Smash that like button as you fall on in. Share the stream. You know what I mean? Tell a friend to tell a friend. You dig? Salute to Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. You dig? Wake and bake things, yes indeed. Of course, OG, thank you for reminding me what we here for as well. You know what I mean? What we here for as well. The odd fella puffing on some Larry OG this morning. OG. And I'm also gonna flip over, once this blunt is done, we going over to the Platinum Punch remix. You know, dig? So it's a flavorful morning on the Wake and Bake show this morning. Bruce goes. Salute to the queen. You know what I mean? Salute to the queen, Tay MMA Queen Combat and Entertainment. You know, dig? Once again, I hope you had a beautiful birthday week. You know what I mean? And I hope you're continuing the festivities. You know what I mean? Making it a birthday month type thing. You know, dig? So salute to the queen. Always supporting. You know what I mean? The Long Island Strong Island Queen. And yes, indeed, smash that like button as you fall on in. We got some boxing to talk about. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be on here for too long. You know, dig? But it has been a minute. It seems like it's been a minute since we've done this Wake and Bake. You know what I mean? So it's good to be back. You know what I mean? Puffing on some good gas, you know what I mean, and I'm talking boxing, you know what I mean. Before we deeper delve into the topics, I want to promo what's going on tonight, right? I want to promo what's going on tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time, right here in the War Room. You know, dig? The Rolliseum is back. Show 6 is going down. You know what I mean? We got 3 new artists who will be judged. You know what I mean? We need y'all there to be the third judge as well. You know what I mean? We need y'all there to be the third judge as well. So that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? We getting it starting it up before the boxing starts. The card starts, I believe, at 9. The real card starts at 9 p.m. So we getting it cooked up. 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna go on for an hour. Independent music being judged live on air. Shout out Big Ro. You know what I mean? We might have LS from This Is Hip Hop, the This Is Hip Hop podcast on there as well, judging. So once again, it's going down. Rolliseum Show 6. You in the dig? 3 new artists.
Yes, sir. Jules, all of
and Champagne, you in the dig? Playboy MK and 7 Mil Cross. You in the dig? It's going down 8 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? Right here in the War Room. Poll is in the chat, y'all. The poll is in the chat. Who should Boo Boo fight next? Let's put it out like that. Who should Boo Boo fight next? We seen the videos of him
in front of his whips, in his hood, you know what I mean? Calling out Chris Eubank Jr., right? We seen that. And a lot of us didn't like that. I mean, a lot of us didn't like that because you know why? Because a lot of us know that he should be defending his belt against the interim champion, the Janabek variant. He should be defending his belt against Janabek. But it seems like he's looking for every type of reason not to fight Janabek. I know why. Because Janabek is a serious problem. And I think Janabek could handle aging, less motivated Boo Boo Andre. Right? But y'all remember the Hunger Games? Y'all remember the Hunger Games when old girl got stung by those genetically modified bees and shit, and she got fucked up. You know what I mean? She got real fucked up, and luckily, a lifeline just came down, parachuted down. You know what I mean? And enabled her to get her shit right. You know what I mean? To get her shit right.
Because as communities go,
is Charlo not doing that? Is Charlo not being a motherfucking Boo Boo's lifeline? Before I delve deeper into that, let me bring in my brother, my favorite sparring partner, Stay Ready Boxing TV.
Banging on this screw break, papers in my dick. June 27, long drive, and my weed is about to red. Go ahead and place your best. The boss is next and going in. On the hunt for that paper, riding hard for the ends.
What's up with it, family?
Boss Mac, Stay Ready TV. What's good with you, bro? Tell the people where they can follow you at and all that good stuff.
Man, Google me.
Indeed.
Hey, it's only gonna get greater. Them numbers is running up, man. I want to, before I go any further, I want to just appreciate the family, because my subscribers is like shooting up. My views on the videos have been shooting up, man. I just want to appreciate the family and everybody that's sharing this video, man. I appreciate it, man. It's for real. And best believe it's more interviews coming. I've kind of made my decision on what I'm finna do with my channel. And the live streams is cool and everything, but man, I'm finna get back boots on the ground like I was at first. So video coming.
That's what's up. Once again, the Shakur Stevenson exclusive. You know, dig? Y'all gotta put this well, I almost gotta put this in perspective. You know what I mean? We interviewing pound for pound talents. Exclusive right there. You know, dig? Go run those numbers up. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Once again, the poll is in the chat. Before you fell in here, stay ready. I was chiming in on Boo Boo, on who should Boo Boo fight next. That's the poll. The question in the chat, or question in the poll, and I was saying Jamal Charlo is that lifeline. Dropping to, you know what I mean, to Boo Boo Andre right now, because he obviously don't want to fight Janabek. I mean, he's looking for all way outs. He's looking for a handout from Sky Sports and Chris Eubank Jr. And they don't seem to be interested in that, because I ain't heard no reply from that side at all. From that, from the Andre call out. You know what I mean? But we've heard Jamal Charlo now call out Boo Boo Andre. Now, I've been highly critical on Jamal Charlo, you know what I mean? He did let down a lot of the brothers by not being able to fight on the Juneteenth weekend, on the Juneteenth holiday. You know what I mean? And since then, we haven't heard no rescheduling of that fight or what's going on next. But now Charlo has came back and openly called out Boo Boo Andrade, and I think it makes all the sense right now. All the sense right now. And that's the lifeline. Because shit, nigga, if you don't want to fight Janabek, go ahead and fight Jamal Charlo in a unification fight, since you the so-called WBO middleweight champion still. Since you want to duck and hide away from Janabek, Charlo is giving you your lifeline. You know what I mean? Your lifeline to a bigger paycheck, nigga. Go get that done. You don't have no promotional group behind you. You know what I mean? Your manager's your daddy, and your daddy's been giving you some bad advice. You know what I mean? All through the years, management wise. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna touch on what he doing behind the scenes training and whatnot. But as far as management wise go, you and your daddy been making some poor decisions. Poor decisions. This is a time to make amends for that. Go get that Charlo fight. You know what I mean? Go on the PBC for a one fight contract and get that unification done. If you so don't want to fight the Janabek variant, you don't want to catch that type of cold that you can't come back from, huh?
Yeah.
Stay ready. What's your thoughts?
I'm gonna be honest with you, family. Them the only two fights I want to see. No scratch against Chris Eubank, but Chris Eubank getting ready to fight Conor Benn, and that fight is almost finalized. Like they've already got the weight. I think the weight is gonna be 155. They already got the. I think the only thing they're waiting on is a date, because they even got the venue. So
there's a problem with that fight right now. I'm hearing a major issue with the networks. Networks are once again fucking shit up. But go ahead.
Yeah, from what I heard, Conor Benn is already in camp for that fight. So I don't know. I've been looking at a lot of stuff about that fight, but still, they looking to make that fight. That fight, I feel like that fight's still gonna happen. It's gonna be on the zone, and it's gonna have to be on the zone and Sky, both. You have. I didn't even see who else you put down there, but I know you put somebody else down there. Hold on, let me look.
Okay.
And you got Escobar Falcor, which no bullshit, nothing against him, but he's not top tier at the moment. He's ranked number 1 in IBF, but he's not there yet. He's just trying to get his fight with Triple G.
Stay ready. This is why I said Flacco.
Yeah.
The IBF number 1. This is why I put him in there. You know what I mean? Because there's a high possibility, stay ready, that Triple G is going to get trounced in that upcoming Canelo fight. He's moving up to 168.
Yeah.
Now, if he gets trounced, the possibility is the IBF might demote Triple G. I mean, for losing that fight. They might do that.
They should. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you go look at their rules, you're not allowed to fight in higher weight classes, because if you go take a fight and your weight is over 10 pounds, you get stripped. He's gonna be weighed over 10 pounds, and that belt is not on the line.
There you go. So there's a possibility
he should be getting stripped.
He might lose that belt. Therefore, Flacco is in there for the number 1. And could Boo Boo Andrade try to finagle his way into that vacancy spot to get that IBF belt? That's why I put him on the list.
I don't know if he forget. The only way he can finagle his way to get the IBF is if he trips the WBO.
Well, that leads to my theory that he doesn't want to fight Janabek, so we'll give that butt up.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I'm gonna be honest. The only fights I want to see is Janabek or Jamal Charlo. And at this point, I don't like what Steven Espinosa speaking of. But Steven Espinosa, you got to get out the way of this fight. I know it's a lot. So, and I've been saying this for years. And people actually seeing this new interview with Steven Espinosa when I told y'all that he turned down an offer to fight Jamal Charlo for almost $10 million that Showtime had offered him. Mm. I had been saying this for years, and now he come out again and say it again, and now people actually listening. But I've been saying that this ain't new. He re-signed with Eddie Hearn after he got an offer from Showtime. It's like he took the offer from Showtime and took it to Eddie Hearn to get his last deal. He could have been over there. So Showtime has a nasty taste in their mouth. But if they can get this fight done and get it done on Showtime, but this will be a good fight for boxing. But to be honest with you, with the way Showtime has been acting, it don't have to be on Showtime. They still got Fox. I just seen Fox who got a fight card coming up pretty soon.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I seen that shit. It kind of threw me off because I'm like, damn, we ain't had a fight on Fox since the pandemic.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So I'm looking at all that.
Indeed.
But I want to see. I want to see Jamal Charlo. I don't want Chris Eubank. I don't want to see Falco. I want to see Chris Eubank or Janabek. And to be honest with you, the only reason I want to see Janabek because if you can go in there and get Janabek out of here, then that'll make the Jamal Charlo fight even better. Because Janabek is a tough opponent. Tough out.
Smash that like button as you fall on in. Poll is in the chat. Who you want to see Boo Boo fight next? Charlo. I think I got Janabek in there. Chris Eubanks Jr. or the Brazilian #1 rated in the IBF, Esquiva Flacco. You know, dig? I'm with you. Stay ready. I'm with you. I want to see Charlo first. You know what I mean? And actually Janabek first. You know what? No, Charlo first and Janabek second. You know what I mean? Let's be real. I know. Andre is looking at Janabek like it's too high risk, low reward at this stage of his career, and it's Janabek could be a serious problem. So go ahead and take that Charlo fight. Go ahead and take that Charlo fight. And I've been wanting this fight for both of them. You know what I mean? Back when they was calling out frequently Canelo, chasing behind Canelo. You know what I mean? After every Canelo fight, they was running after behind Canelo trying to look for a fight. Nah, why don't y'all two niggas build your own legacy and fight yourself? You know what I mean? Come together and y'all two fight. You know what I mean? And make Canelo irrelevant. Now we sitting here again talking in circles. I hope they make the fight this time. You know what I mean? Andre is definitely running out of places to go, and I hope PBC and the Charlo team really extend him an offer that he can't refuse. But speaking of the PBC, you know what I mean? Shout out Big Texas, Cletus Smith in the building, in the war room, you know what I mean, this morning. But speaking out about the PBC, I don't really want to speak on I know you don't want to touch on the whole situation between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, the whole fight situation. Because there's no real news to talk of as of yet, you know what I mean?
At this point, all the news that's been coming out has been really just speculation and narrative building. And I don't want to get into that. That's kind of why I haven't been doing no live streams, because I don't want to get into all the soap opera and the gossip and and people coming up with fake ass news, and ain't nobody from neither one of them camps has said anything but. You know,
with that being said, stay ready. I still want to do one thing with regards to this Errol Terrence situation. You know what I want to do? Stay ready.
What's up?
I want to call out Floyd motherfucking Mayweather. I want to call out Mayweather.
Can't never go wrong with Floyd, man.
Because did you hear those reports about him making an offer of upwards of $150 million to Conor McGregor for a second fight?
Yep.
So you mean to tell me you can make an offer? Mayweather Promotions TMT can make an offer $150 million, but y'all don't have $50 million to make the biggest fight in boxing. Mayweather himself said he's going to be the one to announce the fight. So why not make the motherfucking fight? Since you got the paper to do it.
And he know how big it is. He know how big this fight is.
He could easily make amends by doing this. All of his promoter sins, because Lord knows he got a lot of sins when it comes to his promoting. Huh? But that could be washed away. Stay ready. That could be washed away if he's able to put this fight together. Because he damn sure has the money, talking about, I make good investments. This ain't a good investment, bro. And I got a good team. You don't think Al Heyman's not going to see this through properly?
To be honest,
say what? You cutting out a little bit. Stay ready.
My bad. I was taking the fast stuff. I said, Floyd know how to promote a fight too. That's the house. This is what you promote. You promoted some of the biggest fights in boxing. You can help promote this fight.
Buy the fight out.
Since you want to be the one to announce it, like you said, buy the motherfucker.
Buy the fight out. Put it where you want the venue of your choice.
Yep.
We all know Al Heyman got to connect to a bunch of venues across the states. What's the problem? I mean, what's the problem? Salute everybody that's passing on through. Poll is in the chat. Poll is in the chat.
Hey, another thing. Since Terrence Crawford don't want to have a fight in Dallas, and y'all, and from what I'm hearing, all the venues in Vegas is taken up. Won't y'all go to New York, Madison Square Garden, the big room?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that? It's bigger than the Barclays. It's gonna sell out. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's gonna sell out.
I do not disagree at all. So once again, I mean, I don't know what Floyd Mayweather is over there doing. Even with Tank Davis, it's a mockery. Now discrediting belts. You know what I mean? In the line of getting more money, in the line of being at the top of the popularity contest. I don't know. But speaking of which, what's your thoughts on the Oscar De La Hoya clap, because he definitely slapped TMT and Mayweather Promotions with some shit. And usually coming out the words of Oscar's mouth, I really can't, you know what I mean, take it with too much, you know what I mean, too much thought. But what he said about Tank's pay-per-views and questioning his superstardom, Stay Ready, in your honest opinion, was he off base? Because last time I checked, if a dude does 200K in pay-per-views, that's not superstardom.
It's not. Tank not a superstar. So I look at it twofold. In a sense, he's right, but it's a minimum. Like he's not. He basically saying that Tank not really selling pay-per-views like that, and he know that, which is true. We all know that. You gotta sell at least 250,000 pay-per-view break, but we've been told for years. So now y'all just putting on pay-per-views with the least amount of promotion and not selling it. So how can you be a star? You just fail because of the namesake. But the reason I'm gonna say he's wrong is social media don't sell fights. You know what I mean? Your social media followers don't sell fights. That's just social media. Tank still have a lot of social media followers, but not as much as Brian. But when it comes to viewers, it comes to the venues that's being sold out. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the amount of money that you bring in, Ryan is not on the level. Pick your poison. Either you want to fight or you don't. True. And Oscar, you getting in the way of the. This would make me think. This is why I say the fight's not gonna happen, and this is why I don't like talking about that gringo. It's because they use other fighters' name. They called out. Let's look at the fighters they called. They called out. They called out Ryan Garcia. They called out. I mean, not Ryan Garcia. They called out Tank Davis. They called out Eastside Cruz. They called out. They called out Teofimo Lopez. They called out Devin Haney.
Children are being taught
called
to
out.
accept uncritically whatever they're told.
He called out JoJo Diaz.
Because as communities
He hasn't fought one of them,
if the citizens
but
who
just
vote
about
on
all of them except Pacquiao
a community approaches
has pulled his card and said, "Let's fight."
Mm-hmm.
JoJo Diaz said, "Let's fight." Eastside Cruz said, "Let's fight." Devin Haney said, "Let's fight." Devin Haney got in the ring with you with the belt and said, "Let's fight." Tank Davis, you had a contract with him. You pulled out. Teofimo said he'll fight a long time ago when he had the belt. So all this back and forth and all this talking means shit to me because y'all get in the way of if all these are the top fighters at 135 and you trying to build a fighter, sell your fighter and say he's the best, and you know these top fighters want this fight, why not make them? At this point, everything you say is just an excuse not to make the fight. Well, Ryan is A-side too. Where? He ain't never fought a champion. He ain't never fought a former champion. He ain't did nothing to quantify A-side.
No, just putting out an illusion.
Exactly.
Just putting out an illusion. I definitely agree with that. Tank ain't no superstar, but he definitely the A-side over Ryan Garcia. As the numbers adds up, you know what I mean? As I see it, you know, dig. But I once believed this fight was gonna be made, but now I'm gonna start to believe not. and more so on the Ryan Garcia Golden Boy side, because in order to make a fight, your promoter that's supposed to be working with the other team's advisors and promoters shouldn't be downing them, shouldn't be degrading them, you know what I mean, with snide comments and bullshit like that, the way Oscar De La Hoya been doing. So yeah, that right there leads me to believe that this is just smoke, and once again they're just using Tank's name as clout for upcoming fight with probably, I would say the guy might be Jojo Diaz.
He better not fight Jojo Diaz.
Huh?
I say he better not fight no Jojo Diaz.
So we probably gonna see with that dude. You know what I mean? Probably gonna bring him up to 142.
That's even worse.
I mean, but poll is in the chat. We want to know who Boo Boo should fight next. Should it be Janabek? You know what I mean? Should he own up to that Janabek defense? Should he fight Chris Eubank Jr.? You know what I mean? Should Eubank Jr. give him that handout over there in the UK? You know what I mean? Or should he man up and finally unify? You know what I mean? In an all-American classic between Andrade and Charlo. You know what I mean? Poll is in the chat. Make y'all votes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna end it off in about 15 minutes or so. You know what I mean? But indeed, let's touch on to some of the boxing that's coming up this afternoon and this evening. Quickly, stay ready. You know anything about these two guys up on the screen, Billiam Smith and Chamberlain?
No, I don't.
Cruiserweights. So this is gonna be, I believe, on Sky Sports. This is a Ben Shalom, Benny the Butcher presentation. These guys are highly rated in the cruiserweight division. The only belt on the line, I believe, is for the Commonwealth belt. You know what I mean, minor belt, but something big over there, overseas and whatnot. But this is a good little fight. Between two large cruiserweights. Both of them, I believe, are around like 6'3". Chamberlain has been a sparring partner of Wilder, been in plenty of Deontay Wilder training camps and whatnot. Billiam Smith is in that training camp with Lawrence Okolie. His only loss comes to Richard Riakpo, another highly touted cruiserweight. And Chamberlain's only loss comes to Lawrence Okolie. So this is they've both grown since those losses. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing this matchup. This probably will start 5 o'clock Eastern time. Ring walk will happen for this fight. You know what I mean? So yeah, decent little fight in the cruiserweight division that will have implications on the top of the division. But other than that, there's not much to say on that undercard. You know what I mean? There is the British silver medalist of the past Olympics. He's making his debut, Ben Whittaker. You know what I mean? And funny enough, Sugar Hill got into the UK. He's the trainer of this silver medalist. So that's somewhat eye-opening to me. We know that Sugar Hill can get into the UK, being that he was just in Miami training with his fighter. You know what I mean? So little update on that front. You know what I mean? But this evening we got some decent fights on deck. I want to kind of marvel and kind of fantasize, on Gary Antoine Russell, because stay ready. He came in on the weight of 137, bro, for the junior welterweight fight against Rancis Bartholomew. 137. I heard earlier in reports, you know what I mean? I heard earlier in reports, Gary Antoine Russell says he can actually make it down to lightweight. He can make it down to 135. Now, yesterday coming in at the weigh-in at 137 shows me that he could probably come in at 135 and be a problem at lightweight. You know what I mean? Be a problem targeting guys like Tank. You know what I mean? Targeting Devin Haney. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on the prospects of Antoine Russell going down in weight to challenge some of the young bucks, the young champions, you know what I mean, at 135? Because the man came in, he's 5'10", and he came in at 137. He says, yo, I can shed another 2 pounds, stay ready. I can do that. What do you think?
Good. But Devin Haney probably gonna move up at this next fight. I don't see him staying at that weight too much longer. It'll be nice because I do want to see Tank versus these other guys, but I don't. These other guys are waiting for Devin. I mean, not Tank, Devin. I would love to see Devin versus these other guys. These other guys are waiting for Devin. Fuck out the division, and that's a problem. But I guarantee you, the moment Devin move up, they're gonna go after every title in the division. And when they do, I'm gonna be here to call every one of them. But if you wait, Devin is gonna come up to 140. You got Teofimo at 140. You got Regis at 140. You got Arnold Barbosa at 140. William Zepeda, Jose Zepeda. You got a gang of fighters, great fighters at 140. Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor, Catterall. 140 is actually hot. And
it's hot, but all those names you listed, stay ready, over on the top ranked side, bro.
Except William. William is over on the PBC side. And William is for the fight Jose Ramirez for the WBC. And according to Mauricio Suleiman, like y'all said yesterday, well, y'all didn't say it, not mine, but according to Mauricio Suleiman, Regis will fight the winner of William Zepeda and Jose Ramirez. Then the apple card. So yeah. Oh, it's action there, and he is. And remember this: Gary Antoine Russell is in the sanctioning bodies. He's actually rated pretty high. If he keeps going at the pace he's going, he's gonna be rated number 1. I'd stay there.
So you ain't trying to hear that? No 135. You don't think? You don't think he's talented enough to be simultaneously contending in both weight classes?
You can only do that with one belt, and that's the WBA. But we know, like you know, I know, none of these fighters that outside of Devin Haney is gonna fight him. Not one of them. They already running from Devin Haney. What you think they're gonna do with him?
These children are being taught to accept uncritically whatever
Okay.
they're told.
I mean,
So why put down and put yourself in scrutiny instead of just stand up and just saying, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and do this and become champion and show out. And you got fights. You got a whole lot of fighters like all fighters doing. You know what I'm saying?
you breaking up right now. Stay ready.
I said 140 is a great division right now.
No, you right. You right. It's definitely an on and popping division. Plenty of undefeated fighters. Plenty of great fighters that need to circle around and get their shot again. You know what I mean? But with that being said, stay ready. Do you give
Rancis Bartholomew any chance in this fight coming up tonight?
Bro. Nothing against him, but I've seen him gas out. I haven't seen Gary Russell gas out. And Gary gonna bring on. I can see him gassing out.
Indeed.
Trying to get away. And that's where you're gonna start making a lot of mental. Where you gonna make mental mistakes, or you gonna shut yourself and just shut up. And don't get wrong, you're a fighter, but I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, you clipping out a lot. Stay ready.
I say I don't see what he'll do to get keep Antoine above him.
All right, bet. Keep your mic like that if you can.
All right.
You know what I mean? Next fight up, we got Adam Konalki making his return. He's off a 2-fight losing streak. KO'd twice by the Nordic Nightmare, Robert Helenius. He's coming back against Ali Demirizian. You know what I mean? We saw him last blast out Gerald Washington in somewhat of a mild upset. You know what I mean? It's funny because I'm picking Ali Demirizian in this fight, thinking that he would be somewhat of the underdog, and looking at the odds, he's a 2-1 favorite. Stay ready to win this fight against Adam Konalki. So the Vegas is looking at Adam Konalki like, nah, bro. You know what I mean? This is the better version of you from Turkey.
I actually like Demirizian. And he is a better fighter than Adam Konalki. And I actually got him beating Adam Konalki too. To me, I was thinking this was a whole card full of upsets, my dude. That's why I said J-Rock was gonna get knocked out. I was saying that Jose Benavidez was gonna beat Danny Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Adam Konalki was gonna lose. I was thinking this whole card was full of an upset.
Indeed. That's going to be an interesting fight. Once again, I think there's going to be a lot of fireworks while it lasts, but I don't see Baby Huey, aka Adam Konalki, outlasting Ali Demirizian. The man's chin and stamina is proven.
Does he even got more power than Demirizian? I don't think he do.
No, his knockouts have came from accumulation of punches.
Yeah, they
He
have.
gets a lot of stoppages. I ain't never seen him really knock somebody out flat. They just get overwhelmed over a certain amount of time, body to the head. But
you gotta have.
I think Demirizian got the body and the defense for that. I mean, the main event, somewhat of an interesting fight too. Danny Garcia is making his return. Long layoff from his last fight against Errol Spence, where he was thoroughly outclassed. You know what I mean? And beaten to a pulp like we've never seen before. We've seen Danny lose in fights, you know what I mean, competitively, but when he was in there with Errol Spence, no lie, it wasn't a competitive fight. Definitely got washed. So he has made a defection from the 147 division and decided to move up, take about what has been a year and a half, 2 years off. You know what I mean? And he says he's refreshed, refocused, and looking at
some of the training clips, the workout clips isn't much to be in perspective, but he does look spry. You know what I mean? He has added some muscle mass to his body. You know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about this fight or his introduction into 154 of him not being able to handle the rigors of the weight. He's fighting a guy that's not a real 154 pounder as well. He's just coming into that vision lately himself. His last fight, Jose Benavidez Jr., he didn't look good. You know what I mean? And he was lucky, since he was on his brother's undercard in Phoenix, he was lucky to get that draw. You know what I mean? Because from my recollection, he lost that fight. You know what I mean? I'm going to be real with y'all. Jose Benavidez got a gift on that night when David Benavidez beat David Lemieux. You know what I mean? Y'all can remember it. That puts it in perspective right there. So I expect a lot of heart from Jose Benavidez. You know what I mean? We're gonna see a lot of heart, a lot of grit. Might be some back and forth action early on, but as the fight progresses, I believe the cream is gonna rise to the top, and Danny Garcia is that cream. You know what I mean? Danny Garcia is that cream, and eventually, I believe one of those left hooks will find the jaw, the rather pointy jaw of Jose Benavidez. That's one observation I saw in the weigh-in. Stay ready. Is that Jose Benavidez looked weight drawn. You know what I mean? His face was very sunken in. Maybe that's the regular look of his face. Maybe I'm wrong, but he did look somewhat drawn at that weigh-in yesterday. But with that being said, that doesn't spell a good recipe. You know what I mean? With Danny's power left hook. You know what I mean? Being able to time him and clip him later in the rounds, and I see it going definitely south from there for Jose Benavidez. Once I said it on the Beltway yesterday. Shout out to Supreme Beats Boxing Talk, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. I said it on there. I believe the man will get stopped and probably won't come out for the 11th round. Papa Benavidez is gonna show mercy, you know what I mean, and show mercy for his son that he named Junior. That he named Junior and said no more, no mas. What's your thoughts, bro? What's your thoughts on this main events between Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez Jr.? Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure everybody picked Danny Garcia yesterday. I'm gonna be the one to go outside the box and pick Jose Benavidez.
Wow.
Pick Jose Benavidez by split decision. And to be honest with you, I think it could be a draw as well. And the reason I say that, it's not so much as me going against Danny, or I'm looking at Danny hadn't fought since 2020. He literally has not fought since 2020. Jose Benavidez just had a bad outing in his last fight because he hadn't fought in 3 years. But he has the more recent fight. He had to shake the dust off. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And we looking at the skill level. Do we think Danny could have beat Terrence Crawford? And as flat-footed as he is, I think Danny would have got knocked out against Terrence Crawford, even though he didn't get knocked out against Earl. Jose Benavidez actually gave Terrence a fight, like a good fight. And we know Jose actually got a little power. He ain't got Danny's power, but I know he can box real good. It depending on the strategy that he come in this fight with, but he can stay away from Danny's left hand.
Community approaches despotism.
So
I rate the level of opposition
and the activity from Danny Garcia over the 3-year layoff and the draw that your boy Jose Benavidez has came up with?
It's not the level. It's the, like I said, I'm looking at that he hadn't fought until 2020.
Bro, you need to get some time to relax and recuperate after you fight Errol Spence Jr. We know this.
True, you're right. You 100% right, but he still got it. He's still gonna have ring rust. Even Earl had ring rust against Ugas.
Yeah. And therefore, I'm giving him 3 to 4 rounds to shake off that rust. And by the 10th, Jose Benavidez won't be, or by the 11th, he won't be coming out for that round.
I'm gonna pick this fight in a draw.
Wow.
In a draw. I'm gonna be
Good
that
money on that. Are you putting some shillings down on that?
Actually, I am.
Word. Word. That's what's up. Danny, Danny and Ho Ho out here. Indeed.
Who the Supreme pick?
Shit, I don't even know. I think he might have picked. I don't even know. Hit it up in the chat. Who you pick? Who you pick, Steve? Red. Who you pick? Cause I forget. Poll is in the chat. Who should Boo Boo fight next? I'm about to end it right now, actually. Let me end this poll right now and see what happens. See what wrong with it. Shit, ain't even. It's a no contest, man.
Jamal Charlo was it?
7% for Janabek. God damn. 93% for the WBC champion, Jamal Charlo. And I gotta agree with the chat, man. I gotta agree with the chat. Salute for the participation. You know what I mean? Double digits. Wow. You know what I mean? But most definitely, unification is a must. Boo Boo Andrade, he's giving you the lifeline. I believe a Charlo fight is more money for you, more odds for you than a Eubank fight. I'm a Eubank fan. You could go on usualsuspect6.com and go to the boxing rankings, and you can scroll down to where you see the Usual Suspect 6 scorecards, and you'll see all our favorite fighters. And beside my name, you'll see Chris Eubank Jr. But I don't want him to get this fight over Jamal Charlo. He should be the one. Get it done, you know what I mean? We've been talking about this for years now. Build your legacy. Shout out Jamal Charlo for trying to make up for the Juneteenth the Juneteenth no show. You know, dig? Gotta get this fight done. You know, dig? But that's our time. You know what I mean? We cooked for a good hour and such. Wake and bake boxing things. Salute to everybody that came through in the chat. Let me do a quick roll call. You know, dig? Tay MMA, Queen Combat and Entertainment, Roots Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Big Texas, Cletus Smith, new Fat Boy Fitness in the building. Salute Jelly Bean 4280, in the war room. Salute to the Queen 71. Top of the morning to you as well, Queen. And salute to my brother Cadillac Red, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk once again, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. You know, dig? Right here on YouTube. But y'all know what it is. Salute to the Usual Suspect 6. Y'all see it there.
Not today, but Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, y'all. You know what I mean? The War Room will be open. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tonight, Big Ro will be judging the Roller-Seum, and y'all to chat, you know what I mean? So tap on in, 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. All of these artists are from Montreal. All these artists are coming from Montreal this week, you know what I mean? So it's a Roller-Seum Montreal extravaganza, you know what I mean? Actually, stay ready.
Yo,
what are you doing at 8 p.m. Eastern Time?
If I'm gonna be at the amateur fights today. I don't know.
Oh, word. Well, I'm on. Oh, yeah. Do your thing. You know what I mean? We, in a future show, we gonna have to have you as a judge. You know what I mean? Being that you deep in the music scene as well.
I would definitely love to be on the field. So.
Indeed, we gonna set that up. We gonna set that up. But y'all know what it is. It's your favorite yet your most hated R fella. Salute to the usual suspect 6. It is a usual suspect ting. Stay ready. You got any last words for the people?
Man, y'all make sure y'all go tap in with those with Stevenson. And I'm gonna try to get Big Baby's out by tomorrow or Monday. So y'all be looking out for Big Baby Anderson's interview as well. Tap in. It's going down.
Indeed. Once again, salute to everybody that passed on through. Smash that like button as you fall on out. Share that stream. We actually streaming on Twitch as well. Salute to everybody that's tapping in off of Twitch. You in the dig. Once again, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be back live with the Roller-Seum show number 6. August 1st. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the review show of our, I'm gonna say my latest video, but a video I'm featured in with my brother Fox. You know what I mean? The time has come for the heavyweights track to be unveiled, the heavyweights official video to be unveiled. So I believe we're gonna put together a little video review show. You know what I mean? Live in the War Room. That's coming up. That will be coming up August the 1st. You know what I mean? But with that being said, y'all tap into this interlude in prequel or in lieu of the new video dropping, you know what I mean, from Fox and your favorite yet your most hated. But salute to everybody. Salute to the whole LDBC. Salute to the TWT. Y'all know what it is. And we get on.
Think you still got it?
Yeah, I still got it, man. I mean, getting me out of retirement, I had to lose the, you know what I mean? I had to lose the belly and whatnot. Now I got a Tupac Shakur. Shit, yeah, you better watch out for me now, man. But listen here, don't be posting none of this on Instagram, no TikTok, you know what I mean? No Facebook, you know what I mean? None of that, bro. What's that triller thing? Nah, I don't want none of that either, bro. You know what I mean? This is on lock, on the raps, bro. You know what I mean?
This ain't getting out, so whatever happens, man.
Okay. You know what I mean? This is some heavyweight things. We can't really let these lightweights, you know what I mean, in on the realness, you know what I mean? But yo, come on, man. Well, I got some smoke for you, man. I got some smoke for you. Waiting me out of my sleep, you know what I mean? Out of my retirement to get back into the ring. You know, you're gonna see today. And I brought my gloves too. You know I'm ready. 17 hours to come to bring you that smoke. Yeah, my gloves are ready. My gloves are ready, dog. My gloves are ready.
17 hours. Let's do it.
Red corn. This last one over here. You know what I mean? All filled.
Oh man, they got me in the blue corner.
Yeah, same gloves Wilder got. You know what I mean? Except I got more knockout supply. You know what I
what I mean? I still fighting on this, you know what I mean?
See what happened while it was and people like that. I ain't that serious.
Hey man, don't be bringing that up. Ain't no need for no steel suit. This is the steel suit right here. It's called J Steels, you know what I mean? Fox, you better be ready. About to clip that tail. I'm about to clip that tail, Fox. You don't need no claim with me, you know what I mean? This is some straight Ontario smoke, my dude. You know what I mean? This is some straight Ontario smoke. No. I mean, are those 10 ounces right there? I don't know. Hey, what you trying to bear nothing with me, bro? Okay, let's get it, bro. Let's get it. Come on, man. Let's get it, you know what I mean?
What, Jay? What?
Come on, man. You know I got gas, bro. I'm still gonna get you, bro. You know what I mean? Get this jam, bro. Playing around with this. Ontario smoke. Ontario smoke. Be playing around. Off the line. Head off the line. Box, you gotta hold the phone. You gotta hold the phone when I'm giving you the hook. When I'm giving